Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Belokis from health class, in case you've forgotten, because it's been a long time. I miss you all so much. Let's start our health class the way that we always used to when we were together. Do you remember? Let's put our focus goggles on, focusing on the person who's speaking. Ears are on for listening, click them on. Brains turned on for learning. Voice is quiet. Body still. And hearts open and caring about what we learn in health class, because these are the things that help us to grow up. Everybody hands up, please. Repeat after me. Mrs. Belokis says, it's time to focus. Good job. So today we're going to be talking about kindness. You're all so kind, and I know that. But sometimes we need little reminders. Everybody, even grown-ups, need reminders about how to be kind to everyone, no matter what. Even if you're angry, which is really, really, really hard to do sometimes. And even if maybe you did something that you felt like you did out of anger, and maybe figuring out how to express yourself in a way that you're going to get your point across, but you don't have to show it in such an angry way. But let's talk about some ways that we can be kind. This book is called Kindness Starts With You. Who are you responsible for? Yourself. Who's in charge of the way that you talk? You are. Who's in charge of the way that you act? Really, you are. I know you have rules, and rules are important. Your mom and your dad give you rules. School gives you rules. Your teachers give you rules. You have rules when you go to a park or a playground, or when you go swimming. We've talked about lots of safety rules. Rules are in place to keep you safe. Rules are in place just to remind you of things maybe you should do and not do at certain times. So you can be polite, so you can be considerate, so other people be kind and considerate back to you. So let's explore a little bit about kindness starting with you. What do you notice first of all about this picture? This boy and a girl. Right, the girl is helping the boy up, it looks like to me. It looks like she's got his arm and is pulling him up. This story is by Jacqueline Stagg, illustrated by T. Omascott. Hi, I'm Maddie. Oh, I think I have some Maddies in this school. Yeah, I do. I'm Maddie, and it's my job to be kind. Being kind is the best way to stand out. I wonder what that means. Let's think about that for a minute. This has a light bulb next to it. You see that light bulb? So like you have a light bulb over your head. Ding! There's an idea. And it means to think. What does that idea mean? What does it mean that kindness is the best way to stand out? Best way possible. Well, what's the opposite of kindness? Being unkind, right? Nobody should be standing out for being unkind. It doesn't feel good to the person that you're being unkind to. It doesn't feel good to the people who are watching that happen or listening to it happen, and it really doesn't feel good to be unkind to somebody. Did you ever maybe have a moment where you were unkind to somebody and afterwards you felt really kind of yucky? Yeah, it happens. So choosing kindness makes other people notice you in a positive way. When my mother makes me breakfast, I make sure to use my manners by saying please and thank you. This is what I would want someone to do for me. Looks like Maddie's mom has made her toast with jelly on it. How many of you like toast with jelly? Does that sound good to you? Maybe you like toast with peanut butter. And she's saying please and thank you, because she said that if she did something for somebody or made something for someone, she would like them to say thank you to her. How many of you feel that way? Sure. That shows appreciation. Being polite shows that you respect and value the other person. This is a lot like the golden rule, isn't it? Remember we've talked about that before? What's the golden rule again? Oh yeah. treat others the way that you want to be treated. Makes sense, doesn't it? And we have a school bus. We miss those now, don't we? When I get on the school bus, I ask the bus driver how his day is because it always brings a smile to his face. Simply asking someone how they feel shows that you care. That's another kindness lesson, another ding, light bulb idea. So making sure that you're asking other people how they feel, not just about how you feel, is going to tell them that they care. Isn't it important when someone says to you, hey, how are you doing today? How are you feeling? Are you feeling sad? Or are you feeling happy? What's going on? That shows you, when someone says that to you, that they care about you. And if you do that to someone else, it shows that you care about them. When I see someone being left out at school or playing together, I invite them to come and play with me and my friends. This is what I would want someone to do for me. Making friends is easy when you include everyone. Nobody likes to be left out. Have you ever been left out before? Yeah, I have too. It really doesn't feel very good. So the best thing you can do is to invite anyone and everyone that you can to be your friend by asking them if they want to play or what they would like to do, what they're interested in. And that really makes you a good friend to a lot of people. When I see the classmate at school gets new glasses, I make sure to tell them how great they look. This is what I would want someone to do for me. You know, sometimes when people wear glasses, they might get what we call a little self-conscious about them. They might think they're kind of a pain to wear all the time, or they might not like the way they look or feel, but they need them to be able to see better, just like me when I read. You've seen Mrs. Bolokis without my glasses, and you've seen me with my glasses, and a lot of times when I'm reading a story to you, I need my glasses. So it's nice to say to someone, hey, I like those glasses. It makes them feel like you understand. A compliment can go a long way in building someone's confidence. Confidence is when you feel strong and you feel proud, you feel good about yourself, and everybody should feel that way. Sometimes people need a little help with that, so complimenting them. Gee, I really like how you helped Joey today carry his backpack into school when you saw he had too many things to carry. That was really nice. That's a good compliment. Now the compliment could be something like, hey, you know, you're a good sharer. I noticed that you never even worry about sharing your toys and stuff with me. Thank you. That's a good compliment. Giving compliments to others helps them build their confidence. When I see someone fall down, like at the playground, I run over and ask them if they are okay and offer to help. This is what I would want someone to do for me. There's that golden rule again. We all fall down sometimes. It is important to lend a helping hand. It looks like, kind of like what happened on the front cover, right? We wouldn't want someone to just leave us there or laugh at us. We want them to help us and say, geez, are you okay? Making sure you're not hurt. When I see that my classmates are waiting to use something like a swing that I'm on, I make sure to give them a turn too. This is what I would want someone to do for me. There's that golden rule again, treating others the way you want to be treated. Everyone gets to play when we take turns. When I accidentally spill paint on my friend's drawing, I make sure to apologize and offer to help clean up. Have you ever done something like that? You accidentally ruined or something or messed it up? Yeah, me too. Sometimes Mrs. B can be a little clumsy too. But I always make sure to say, I'm really sorry, and try to help clean it up and maybe try to help them to fix it. This is what I would want someone to do for me. Saying sorry shows that you are taking responsibility for your actions. You realize that when you did something wrong, even if you didn't mean to, if it was something that you didn't mean to, and it either hurt someone's feelings or maybe it ruined something, you still have to say you're sorry. It's the right thing to do. When my dad picks me up from school, he always asks me about the ways that I showed kindness today. I always have a lot to tell him because being kind is my job. Remember Maddie told you that at the beginning of this story? Always remember to treat others the way you would like to be treated. What do you do to be kind? How do you play kindly with others? How are you kind to your sisters, your brothers, to your mom, dad, to your neighbors, to your teachers, classmates? How are you kind to coaches and bus drivers and other people in your life, your grandparents, aunts and uncles, cousins? Tell us a little bit about that. I'm going to give you an idea about showing kindness. Remember in the story, they mentioned things like saying please and thank you? Well, here's one thing you could do. Write a little thank you note, quick little note. Dear Grandma, thank you for always being so happy to see me. And you could leave that note for Grandma, for example. Dear Coach B, I've been practicing my running. I can't wait for soccer to show you how fast I am. Thanks for showing me some new drills. And you could send this off to Coach B or whomever it is that maybe is your dance teacher or your soccer coach or maybe your Girl Scout or Boy Scout leader, whomever it is, your after school care person. Or maybe to a friend, maybe note something you want to compliment them on. Dear Tomas, your video of you helping your sister playing basketball was great. You are a good brother. By the way, did anybody see that video? Thomas from West School, you are a good brother. I'll have to post that to share with everybody. So complimenting people on things you notice that they're doing to be kind. Dear Mrs. Drawlette, I always learn so much from you, even when I'm in a sad or a bad mood. Letting your teacher know that you appreciate her. Being kind. Maybe to a neighbor. Dear Mrs. Barboza, your garden always looks so pretty. I love your flowers. So boys and girls, bottom line is to be kind. Practice kindness. Practice your manners, saying please and thank you. Practice being considerate by taking turns. Practice asking about others' feelings. How are you feeling today? How are you? It shows that you care. Making sure that you're listening to others and not interrupting. That's also being kind. Making sure that if somebody does something nice for you, you appreciate it. Making sure that you include everyone, that nobody is left out, nobody feels sad. And if they do, you make sure that you ask them how they're feeling and how you can help. Helping others, complimenting others. Maybe they got new glasses, or maybe you noticed them doing something really nice, or maybe they have a talent. Maybe they're great at drawing, or you know they're always just so good at reading out loud. Let them know that. If somebody gets hurt or needs help, making sure that you go to help them. And remember, if you need an adult's help because someone really is hurt badly, make sure you go find that trusted adult. Usually it's going to be a parent or a teacher, but if one isn't around, remember we talked about community helpers. That's another lesson we had this school year. Your community helpers around you are there to help you in situations that might be, remember those D's, disturbing or dangerous. So disturbing means when you feel like you're unsafe or uncomfortable. Dangerous means that someone is going to possibly get hurt or is hurt. You need to make sure that you get that trusted adult, whether it's a parent, a teacher, a coach, a babysitter, or maybe a community helper like a police officer to help out. Making sure that you're taking turns, and remember that golden rule. Always remember to treat others the way you want to be treated. So remember, kindness starts with you. I miss you. Let me know what you have been doing, what you've been doing to practice kindness, and maybe even if you wanted to type it in the comments, you could type something nice, maybe to one of your classmates that you miss, or maybe even someone you've seen lately. Tell us something. Mrs. Balokis, Healthy Focus, signing off.